Think about doing some changes out there, some things that I think would be better for the town, be more of a voice for the town, for the people. There's a handful of things that I think could be done different, not necessarily better, but different to help out the town and the people. The community doesn't get along the best, I think if we come together more in the town board, that would help the community more, resolve some of the issues in the community. Do what, like I said, like the community, the people would like to see done in the valley, work for the people in the valley, in the community, and whatever jobs come up and whatever needs to be done. To be a voice for the people in the town board, and because you're basically working for them and what they want, want done in the valley. I do a good job and work hard and do what needs to be done and do what's right.
Seems like there really is a tipping point in this country for the type of government that we see. And I'm a member of the Tea Party, and I think that I really need to be part of the solution rather than being frustrated and complain about the things that are going wrong. There's a lot of good people out there that work to make the community a better place, and they work on water, and there's a lot of good things going on. There is, however, a buddy system that seems to rear its head on occasion. I would like to see a fairness more fully implemented. If it doesn't benefit the whole, then it ought to be reconsidered. Government's job is to do what's best for the whole, not for the few that happen to have a position of authority. By bringing in a conservative viewpoint, just leveling the playing field. I'd like to be part of the group that makes this very small little town government be an example of what state and federal government should be. Fiscally responsible and be open. And I'd like to increase or at least support being very open. And
I love the town of Deweyville, and I want to give back to the people of Deweyville and to serve them the best I can. A couple of issues that I see that I would like to address is that I think that we need some new sidewalks put in. I would like to have a sidewalk between the church house and the town hall. The other thing I would like to see is trees in the cemetery, because I know, especially the upper part of the cemetery, we really don't have any trees up there, and I would like to see that. I'd also like to address the speed limit. We're getting more and more homes being built in Deweyville, and I think the south end of town, 55-mile-an-hour speed limit is too much. One thing I have very good communication skills. I can write grants, I can have great computer skills. I've had an accounting background, so I think I'd be able to help with the town budget. Right now I'm working on the town website, so I like to keep that up to date. Since I'm retired from my job, I have plenty of time on my hands, and I think this would be a good way to use my time to help serve the community.
The mayor approached me to run for councilman, and I've always been kind of community oriented, tried to be involved with community, and so I thought,
Yes, good morning.
why not? I've been working in government service almost my whole adult life. I was in the military for 20 years, and then after I retired from the military, I worked government service, currently working at the IRS. The government type thing and community service is what I feel like I'm good at. Because this is my first time in the political arena, I'm still trying to learn rules, the regulations, what I can do, what I can't do what I can to make sure that we have the growth that we're looking for up there, but that we don't lose that country life.
Well, I think I've got about a year. Since moving to Deweyville, I've served on the Planning Commission the last year or so. Actually, several people asked me to run. The mayor asked me to run, people that are on the town council asked me to run, some other people in the community. It wasn't something that I sought out, but people thought I'd be good at it. I like the community. I think it's an opportunity to give back to your community, help out. I don't see anything urgent that has to change right now. Deweyville's a small community. Having funding for the projects that we'd like to do. We've got a cemetery that we're managing, and and that needs to be managed properly. The parks and being able to play in the parks, just being a solvent community, and that would be the main things. If I was elected, the first thing I'd do would be to see what there was to help. I mean, I'm pretty capable of doing just about anything, so however I can help is how I'll help. Where I haven't done this before, I just sort of pay attention to how things are working, form my own opinions, and then go from there.
I've lived in Snowville for a couple of years, and I thought a nice change of pace would be good. They need new ideas and new perspectives on things, and you know what, I want to see change too, you know, and I think that with my experience in social work and some of the stuff that I've learned dealing with, you know, diversity would help. It's just a lot of upgrades, you know. It's an older neighborhood. We definitely need a new playground, and we've actually been working on that. Me and Keith Thompson. I know it's an old rural town, but it needs just a little something more to it. So, and I think I can help bring that. I have experience with grant writing, which I do know of other grants that are available for beautification, and I know they've been talking about wanting to do some beautification, especially when you first go in, and then that little corner. Eyesores. When people first come into the town, you got to make the town look presentable, and that's what makes people want to stay and want to be there. And making the park presentable and the town presentable is what my goal is. And I know that there's grants out there that are willing to help out, especially with beautification, and I know where to get them.
At least 12. Well, I'm already there. I've started some projects that I would like to finish. I'm in charge of the park in Snowville. We have made some massive gains on the park, but I think we need to make a lot more. I'd like to see them follow through on. If I had my way, I'd like to see us make a bicycle trail all the way from Snowville up to Stone Reservoir. We have done a tremendous effort on trying to clean the town up. A lot of us have made some serious efforts on having our places look nice. We have to support each other. Town cleanup is really part of my responsibility too. It's also roads and grounds responsibility. It's also the people who take care of the cemetery. That's where, you know, their responsibility. We have to support each other. We have to work together. We have to, you know, when something comes along, if somebody comes out to make an eyesore, you can't let them. We could use some better police enforcement. We got, the sheriff does come by as often as he can, but we're a real small town. It's a great place. It really is. You've got a lot of freedoms out there. We have made some serious gains.